Do these 4 habits I'm about to teach you, and honestly, you'll become unrecognizable by the end of this summer. Energy-wise, drive-wise, you'll see what I'm about to teach you. It is the secret sauce. Are you ready, bro? Let's start. So number 1 is sprinting. So sprinting, everyone knows about sprinting. Okay, why should I do this? Interestingly, testosterone is increased for sprinting by 26%. And this is sustained. So this is after you sprint, it'll be for a few hours during the day. Whereas you compare this to weightlifting, resistance training, it only gets increased by 20% on average, which is not only, it is quite a lot, but it's not sustained for as long as sprinting, so it's only for 30 minutes. So think of sprinting like a runner's high. You get that effect, but even more, right? When you do long-term cardio for like 5 miles or something like that, like 3-5 miles, like long distance running, you lose kind of that effect, that positive effect that sprinting does, 1 on your testosterone, but 2 on your energy levels. So I'll teach you exactly what I do. So it's so effective because it's so short, yet you feel so good after. So what I do is I do a 15-minute sprint and I do 20 seconds on, 40 seconds off. So in the 20 seconds, I preferably go outside, right? Better for that mental health boost. And I just run as fast as possible, literally run as fast as I can for 20 seconds, right? So I have this watch. I just time myself 20 seconds, 40-second walk. At first you're like, this is easy, I got this. And then you do a few rounds of that. You do 15 rounds at the end, bro, you're done. But the feeling that you get after is insane. As I told you, it's like a runner's high, but I would even double it, right? Double that feeling. And plus it's extremely good on your time, right? So you don't have to spend an hour in the gym, etc. You spend 15-20 minutes and you get an insane boost. I'm not saying do this every day. Do this alongside your weightlifting and resistance training, and you'll see an increase, kind of mood boost, increase testosterone. You'll just feel better. So this is exactly what I do every Saturday now. I go to I have a track near my town, so it's like a flat surface, and I go outside. Very, very nice. I do it early in the morning, so the sun is out, but it's not really like radiating yet, and it feels good. And you can do this outside. I honestly prefer that you do this outside because you get that mental health boost, but you could easily do it at the gym, on a treadmill if you have, but preferably go outside. It doesn't have to be a flat surface like a track, but honestly, even hill sprints are great, but do it outside. I'm telling you, especially for this summer, it's going to give you that, 2-in-1, right? You get outside, you touch grass, but you also run, you get that sprint, runner's high. So the next thing I want to talk about is drinking more salt. So again, this all ties to summer and just being your best self this summer. Hot boy summer. Hot boy summer. Yeah, basically. So what you're going to do is you need to drink more salt, right? We've been brainwashed to think that salt is not good for you. And actually the FDA guidelines say that you need to have 2.3 grams or less every single day. More than that, you're at a risk of heart disease, etc. Now, there's an issue with this guidance, and the issue is that most of us listening to this video, we're athletic people, right? We go to the gym, we work out, we're on self-improvement, we eat healthy. Why does it matter? When you eat healthy, you don't have a lot of salt, right? You're not eating McDonald's. You're not eating a diet full of salt. You're not eating Doritos every single day that have a lot of salt in them. So guess what? You're going to be deficient in salt. So especially us athletes need salt the most because this is vital to functioning as a normal human being. And actually Andrew Huberman talks about this. He has a podcast exactly speaking about this, how you need more salt in your diet. Obviously he says if you have, high blood pressure, then don't do it. But us, fucking 20 years old, we're good. So Andrew Huberman says too little of anything except poison is not good for you. So too little of salt is not good for you too. So if you're eating, whole foods, you're eating like chicken, broccoli, rice, you're eating like a smoothie, etc., then you're probably not going to have a lot of salt intake in your body on a normal daily basis. So what this all leads to is there is a sweet spot, and especially for us athletes, there is a sweet spot, and it's not what the FDA says. It's actually 4 to 6 grams per day, which is quite a lot of salt per day, is what you need to get on a regular basis. So this is more than double of what the FDA says, and it is interesting to see how guidelines are not always applicable to everyone. So you have to take it with a grain of salt and you have to do your own research. But regarding the 4 to 6 grams per day, they found that more or less than the sweet spot actually increase risk of cardiovascular events. So if you had like 10 grams, obviously that's a lot. If you had 2 or less, like the FDA recommends and all these guidelines recommend, then you're also at a risk. So essentially, if you're eating nutritious foods and you're athletic, you go to the gym, then you need more salt. And what I was able to do is get Element salt. So I don't know if you heard about this. It's spelled LMNT. And this is interesting because they already put the amount of salt that you need per day, plus magnesium and potassium, which are also necessary, which, you know, in our modern day diet, we are pretty much depleted of this. There isn't a lot of it everywhere. And yeah, so you don't have to measure how much salt or potassium or magnesium you put. You just put it in your drink with the Element thing. And by the way, this is not sponsored or anything. Put it in the drink and you just drink it. It's kind of salty. It's kind of fun as well. So it looks like this. So it looks like this Element. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably blurry. Yeah, you can see it. So yeah, Element. So as you see, there's sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Both, you know, all three are necessary. But how do I feel, right? You care about what effect does this have on my body? Personally, through personal experience, I was able to have more energy throughout the day. Drinking, you know, first thing in the morning, especially. Right after I wake up, drink it, replenish with electrolytes, Element. I feel a lot more refreshed as well. And just increased mood for sure. I would feel throughout the day just better. And you have to try it out to feel the difference, but I know for a fact that it helps me as well with my athletic performance. Like at the gym, I'm performing so much better. And this makes sense because we lose salt when we sweat. And if we're not having a diet with salt, then obviously that's not good for our bodies, because too little of anything is not good for you. Your body does need salt. And so I'm able to recover so much faster at the gym. And yeah, it's almost like a dietary supplement, because, I mean, it is, right? Because I'm not getting much salt otherwise. I'm just eating nutritious foods like beef, like chicken. And I don't add salt, maybe even, you know, a pinch of salt. So obviously I'm going to be at a disadvantage. So try it yourself, see how you feel. You know, this is not a one size fits all, but honestly, if you're like me, if you're athletic, if you eat food that is good and nutritious and you're not eating McDonald's every single day and fries, then you should try it out. And it is a little bit expensive, but use my promo code down below. No, kidding. There is no promo code. Promo code Maor coming up soon. No, but try it yourself and see how you feel. I promise this is especially good for the summer because we're losing a lot of salt. We're outside, we're sweating more. This is the time, brother. If you haven't thought about it, this is the time. Number 3, this is also recommended by my boy Huberman. It is to get sunlight first thing in the morning. So literally, I wake up out of bed, I brush my teeth, and I almost run to get sunlight as fast as possible. You might say, what is the hurry? Why is it so important? It is really important to get sunlight as fast as possible in your eyes, because that helps with regulating your circadian rhythm. Kind of gives your body this understanding that, okay, now is when I should wake up. And you start feeling more aligned with your circadian rhythm, right? So you wake up, you get sun, and you do that for a few days. And at like 9 or 10 p.m., you feel so much more tired than normal. I don't know, like personally, I've never felt that tired at like 9 or 10. But when I get sunlight first thing in the morning, not only do I feel a lot of energy first thing in the morning, but then it helps with my circadian rhythm. So later at night, I can fall asleep faster. So another thing it's good for is energy levels. So doing this first thing in the morning increases your energy levels, increases also your productivity throughout the day. For sure, you feel so much, at least personally, I feel so much more at ease, so much more calm, focused, grounded. And I do this with a walk. So I go outside, you know, you can also get outside and go to your backyard. But personally, I just go on a walk, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, nothing crazy, but just get some sun in your eyes and you'll feel so much better. And also, this is great for testosterone boosting. And what I like to do is I go outside one day without headphones. So I take a walk, 20 minutes, as I said, and I don't wear anything, don't hear anything. And I just pay attention to the leaves. I pay attention to my surroundings. I'm very present. I'm trying my best to listen to my breath, just listen to my thoughts, to the chatter that I have, and also look out for things that I've never really found. So maybe this sounds weird to you, but I would look for different rocks that I never found before on my path that I normally take, or different trees. Just the point of this, it's almost like a meditation. You find out how every single day things change and nature changes, and becoming more aware of that change gets you in this very mindful state, which is very beneficial. So do that, and also get sun first thing in the morning, you know, go on a walk, bro. Your life will change. You'll feel so much more grounded, present, cool, and calm. The last habit I have here is early rising. This is probably the best time to do it. Again, in the summer. I feel like in the winter, early rising is tougher. I'm not saying it's not possible, but you feel more, at least personally, you feel more You want to stay in bed. It's a little bit tougher to want to go outside first thing in the morning. You feel more of that mellow kind of vibe, like you want to sleep, you're more tired. And I get that. It's not an excuse not to do early rising in the winter, but I feel like summer is the best time because the sun also rises earlier. And so you feel like you want to win the day. You want to wake up early and crush the day. So if you've been thinking about doing this habit, bro, now is the best time. Summer is the best time because the sun, at least where I'm at, it basically rises at 5:40 right now, and that's crazy because you can take advantage of that. And I think as humans, we're supposed to take advantage of the sun, and we're supposed to be outside or awake when the sun is out. That's how we've always done it, so why should it be different now? So what are some benefits? Number one, you get so much more time. And I know this is obvious maybe, but you feel so much more ahead of everyone else. It's like 9 in the morning or 9:30 and you woke up at like 6:30, 6:45. That's at least when I wake up. And at 9:30, well, everyone's probably waking up or going to work or going to school, or maybe you already feel like you're on top of everyone else. You've accomplished more. You went to the gym, you've meditated, you've journaled maybe, you've done some habits, you went outside on a walk, you got some sun, you had your element salt. So all these things, they compound. And by 9:30, 9, whatever, you feel really good about yourself. I don't know about you, but it does give me a really good feeling and almost like a confidence boost as well. That's the second kind of benefit that I would tell you. A confidence boost. Your head grows a little bit taller that day that you wake up early because you feel like you've accomplished something and you've done what your younger self has asked your older self to do, right? You want to wake up the night before and you've done it. You've taken action on it. You actually woke up early. You can't lie to me and say that we as men gain our confidence through actions. It's 100% true that that's how we gain confidence, through our actions, not through being lazy all day. We gain confidence through taking the right actions. And so if you take the right actions, for example, waking up early, you'll feel 1%, 5% more confident in yourself. What does that do to the decisions that you make that day? Obviously, you're going to make better decisions. Maybe you even take riskier decisions, and that could be good sometimes. And honestly, I want to caveat this by saying there is nothing to do after 10 p.m. There's literally nothing. There's no reason for you not to be waking up early, doing this habit, because after 10, worse, even 11, there's nothing to do. And yes, I also sometimes stay up late, of course, but you have to understand that there's nothing productive after these hours. And so you're better off using those hours to sleep and then wake up early, and using the sun when you're awake, daylight, as fuel to work out, to, you're more awake in the early mornings. Plus, another benefit is that everything is more quiet in the morning, right? People are not awake. Maybe your family, maybe your friends, maybe your coworkers. Everyone's sleeping, essentially. And you have time to gain an advantage over others and almost sit still with yourself and not have as many distractions, right? Because no one's calling you, no one's really texting you. So you close your phone. That's also a habit that you should do. You close your phone. Bonus habit. You close your phone and you don't open it until you finish your routine, or until like 8, 9 in the morning. There's no reason why you should be scrolling on your phone in the morning. So I hope these habits helped you. They're honestly going to help you become a glitch this summer, and do them every single day. Try your best, especially there's no reason not to do them this summer. Get outside, go sprint, get some sun, get some element salt, wake up early, do all these things, bro. And I'm sure you'll feel so much better. Energy levels will be through the roof, feeling more confident that you're taking the right actions. And I'll see you on the other side. Peace.